Now, whatever you do, don't push this button.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone!
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae the First, and I am back again with another reaction to Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo, but I like calling it Modulo. Starring Maru. Y'all are hilarious. The JJK community is hilarious when it comes to the memes and shit. I forgot all about it. I was here every week with JJK concurrently. So just to see the community back again with all the jokes and the memes is just fire. And I'm at home. I'm at peace. So Maru, not Modulo, but Maru, he is an alien. He is tasked on a mission to come here to Earth to help with, or kind of scout and also help with what we got going on with the Jujutsu sorcerers, because right now Jujutsu sorcerers, we fell the fuck off. Ain't nobody here. We don't know who's even still alive, and even if they are still alive, they're probably from 80 years old and onward, so they old as hell. But the Jujutsu sorcerers aren't like how they were back in the past, 68 years ago, back to the SUKUNA showdown, you know what I'm saying, Shinjuku showdown arc with SUKUNA, what he did against us Jujutsu sorcerers. But here we are here with the grandchildren of Maki and Yuta, which is Yuka and Suguri, brother and sister. Their dynamic is already pretty funny, pretty hilarious, but I want to see how they grow and how they start to bond more and more. But Yuka, she wants the ring that Yuta promised her to give her as she gets older and becomes a sorcerer. But they mama, I don't know her name, but they mama wanted Suguri to have it instead. He's more like Maki when it comes to the physical aspect of being a Jujutsu sorcerer without having curse energy, while Yuka seems like she's probably going to be more so like Yuta, being a prodigy, having a lot of high curse energy, and there's that. And then Maru in the middle, he saved us in the end against this fucking kidnapping sorcerer, ex-sorcerer, whatever the hell he is. We learned about what's going on in Japan, in the world in general, but Japan specifically with them and Jujutsu sorcerers from what Kenjaku had started. They're getting kidnapped and trafficked and all that. So there's a lot of crazy dark shit going on in the series, and I want to see where this goes. But I'm going to stop the recap here, and I'm going to get straight into this chapter because I know y'all waiting. I know y'all want me to get into it. So Chapter 2, Deterrence. Story by Gege Akutami and the illustration by Yuji Iwasaki. We know what you are, Gege. We know that you only hired him because his name is Yuji. I'm just playing. All right. Kyoto Museum of Emerging Science and Innovation. Are you sure about this? Is it really a good idea for us to put off the Ministry of Health's quarantines and risk assessment protocols? We can't say for sure, but they're free of infectious diseases or any other unknown factors that can affect us. We have no insight into their religion, language, history, or culture. And what if we start treating their presence like some kind of outbreak? They might declare war on us faster than you can blink. I like that. I like that they're really thinking about the logistics here, how they should approach it, because I'm assuming they're talking about aliens that have landed here on the other side from what we first saw in the beginning of Chapter 1. Okay, come to think of it, we don't know a thing about their idea of gender norms either. They might be offended by us sending two men to greet them. Now you're getting it. It all comes down to luck from here on out. And here I studied so much so this kind of thing wouldn't happen. And honestly, I think this is a real protocol and a real scare and worry that people have in real life, or like politicians have in real life when they are even talking to other countries, right? So just imagine aliens, which, you know, in our world now, literally right now as we speak, this past week, that rhyme, bars, we're getting more alien extraterrestrial stuff of like signs of life, ancient life on Mars, and then the whole UFO thing with the Hellfire missile. I don't know, man. And then I don't know if you guys been seeing this too. I've been seeing this on Twitter. I don't know if it's a hoax or not, but there's this guy, he actually posts it on TikTok, but I've seen it on Twitter. He found like a venom symbiote type of thing in his backyard. He's from Panama, so I don't know if it's a hoax or not, but there's a lot of alien shit going on, and then here we are with this manga. I guess the right time, Gege? All right. Anyway, and here I studied so much so this kind of thing wouldn't happen. It's nice to meet you. I am Jabaloma, diplomatic envoy on behalf of the Simurians, and this is Cross, our dispatch officer. So Cross is definitely Maru's brother, the twin brother that he was talking about, because he looked just like him. And Jabaloma looked kind of like Tengen. I was thinking, like, when I was seeing their designs, even in early on in the first chapter, I'm thinking like, man, they kind of look like Tengen. Is Tengen from space? I mean, because think about it, star plasma vessel. Think about some of the names of these attacks, right? Or attacks, characters, places, all these things, right? You got Infinite Void with Gojo. You got Yuki with her mass manipulation power. You got Tengen with the anti-gravity. There's a lot of space stuff in this. The Star Corridor, like I said, Star Plasma Vessel. You know what I'm saying? So interesting, but he kind of do remind me of Tengen. Not kind of. He reminds me a lot of Tengen. We'd like to extend our deepest gratitude to the people of Earth for their warm welcome. They're speaking Japanese. Of course, you're very welcome here. So tight hand grip, you know what I'm saying? Respect. My name is Usami, the acting minister for foreign affairs. It's on purpose. I'm sure ever since the Kyoto paranormal resolution, Japan's been uncooperative on all issues. We can't expect the international community to help us now. And since they've overcome the language barrier, they've got the upper hand when it comes to gathering intel. This dude is smart. He's really thinking about all the legit, logical, like, just things you could even fathom throughout this entire interaction, even before this interaction. Shout out to Usami. For real. I wonder, he kind of reminds me like Kusakabe. Is he like supposedly like the Kusakabe, maybe Hikaduma mix, something like that, just in terms of character archetypes? I'm not saying it has to be related, but we have a favor to ask of you. May we have our representative be present here? Of course. Is there some reason you wanted to ask first? It is because the concept of being unarmed is meaningless for him. So we cannot comfortably let him attend unless you understand he has no hostile intentions. Who the fuck is that? Spiritual pressure, curse energy. Who is that? Boy got horns. He got an eye on his forehead as well. Shit. Usami, I'm still alive, right? This is bad. Yeah. No wonder they're saying this on par with Ryoma and Sukuna. They could easily take over our country if we really wanted to. They've made our position crystal clear. What are we supposed to say? Hey, thanks for not invading our country. Still, that doesn't mean we should give in to their every demand. Conceal the fact that our Simurian envoy is an alien and let him accompany Jujutsu sorcerers to school and on missions. Wouldn't be such a big deal if things ended with that. That's interesting though. What are they after? Like, I don't even think it's really clear. I mean, to use humanity and use, Jujutsu sorcerers for like a power source, that's easy, but like, what else are they after though? The world in general? I mean, because they are refugees, so I'm assuming they're trying to find a new home and reside here. This dude look crazy as hell though, for real. God damn, who is this? I'll assign with the Kotsu siblings to the job. I know they're very talented, but don't you think they're way too young for this? The Simurians aren't invaders, they're refugees. As of right now, you mean. Sure, they fit the definition of refugees from what they've disclosed, but they're withholding crucial details. Exactly, that's literally what I'm talking about. Ever since the paranormal resolution 62 years ago, Japan's been self-satisfied about the security treaty and joined in the surge of nationalism that was growing in the United States at the time. I wonder if we're gonna get into the paranormal resolution shit 60, because this is 6 years after the Sukuna fight, so I'm assuming we're probably gonna see some of that. So see some of our characters, our beloved characters, still in their prime or entering their prime, doing their thing and whatnot. It's easy for the isolationist island nation to fall into exclusionary sentiments. After all, we can't repeat the same mistakes. Yeah, definitely got to see what happened back then. Our diplomacy style is superficial and based on formalities. If this keeps up, we'll just be subtly flashing our deterrence chapter child back and forth. In the worst case scenario, will end up playing out over the next few decades. And once the embargo on information about the Simurians is lifted, exclusionary campaigns can stir up public sentiment, escalating into armed conflict. I don't know what it is, Gege, but did you up your vocab or something? You use a lot of big ass words in these chapters. I don't remember you doing this too. Oh, he kind of did after a while, I will say. Honestly, yeah, he kind of did towards like through the Culling game, I think I remember some dialogue was a bit. I was like, okay, interesting, but he doing it. And ultimately, war. Wait, and once it start up public sentiment escalate into armed conflict and ultimately war. War is the one thing we can't allow. We must avoid that at all costs. So we have to strive for true harmony. We can't open up the Simurians' hearts with our adult formalities. We need the spirit of a new era. This Usami is really good. Like, he's good at like trying to find an answer. Trying to figure out how to approach this situation. It kind of reminds me of Chainsaw Man. I won't spoil it for you guys, but it reminds me of something with Kishibe, of how to approach some situation. And it kind of reminds me of him here. So he's on it. This dude is on it. Wasn't expecting that from him. We're really going to entrust the fate of Japan and the world to a couple of teenagers, as we always do in manga. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no different. We grown-ups will handle our share too. Exactly. Aliens. That's a wild leap you're making there. It's what the cursed user told me. He said aliens have come here. All diplomatic missions with aliens have been Japan's responsibility since the security treaty. And apparently the Inspector General says the aliens are being treated as special grade on par with Ryoma and Sukuna. And that's great. They say aliens plural. And not just saying like just that one that we saw. They talking about like more of them. Like they are all nasty. At least 3 of them that we have seen that we got to worry about potentially. Ryoma and Sukuna, the one responsible for that scar on Grandpa's forehead, and you believe it, that guy is trash, but we can trust his judgment at least. Wow. Japanese human trafficking. Oh, he's talking about. I'm about to say, you talking about your grandpa? No, he's talking about the trafficker. Japanese human trafficking is a huge business that generates billions of yen. Yet he said he was quitting it because of the alien invasion. If a bad guy like him is dropping his racket, then it must be serious. Plus, you saw it for yourself. That fucking eye, man. Well, there are a lot of weird looking sorcerers out there. I've seen some who are missing eyes, sure, but never one with extras. Talking about Nobara? Nobara still around, missing the eye? I think that's kind of foreshadowing. I think that's a hint. I'll fuck with it. Then let's check and find out for sure. We can't. Usami introduced Maru to us as an inspector from a state party of the security treaty. Even if Maru is an alien, they wouldn't share that kind of intel with grunts like us just yet. I feel like he probably gonna let you guys know his damn self. Who said we check with Usami? So you're just gonna ask Maru directly if he's an alien? That's just as pointless as asking Usami. I think he probably let y'all know, maybe. I think he rock with y'all enough to give y'all at least some truth, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not the full truth, but a little bit to brace yourselves. Not to mention, I can't trust Maru, but you said you can trust that guy's judgment, right? Oh yeah, I knew you'd come. A few minutes earlier. Stand back, Mino. Huh? Why? The perp might be concealing an explosive cursed object. Explosive? I knew it, he says. I don't like him. I bet he's one of those idiots who thinks he's a genius. I'm smarter than you. Bet you're useless at anything that isn't just memorizing stuff. Wow. He talking a lot of shit. That's literally how the United States education system is. I'm gonna let y'all know around the world. I mean, I know y'all know that a lot of Americans are very ignorant, varying levels. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like in our education system, they really taught us. It's basically about memory. As long as you can remember everything, you're gonna pass every test, pass every essay. You just gotta remember shit. I remember when I went off to college. This is a tangent, but I remember when I went off to college for the first time. I remember I had some classes. One, it was a math class particularly, and we were like learning about the number system and like different stuff about it. It was like some shit that we never learned ever. Like we just in America, it's like our education system is all about doing rather than like learning the fundamental, like just the foundation of shit. And it's all about memory. You can literally study for like 30 minutes before a test and pass that shit and not have paid attention ever before. It might be the same in other places, but I feel like y'all be knowing shit more because they actually tell you guys why certain things is important to learn and how things are the way that they are. Anyway, I just wanted to share that because he reminded me of that memory. Nah, that's my brother. Shut up. Leave me out of this. Nailed it. You want to know about aliens, right? First, why don't you start with how you got the info about aliens in the first place? Well, just assume that basically any info managed digitally will be leaked, especially from government offices that are scrambling to maintain their systems without configuring. I am tongue twisters of fucking hell right now. I usually don't record around this time. It's in the middle of the day. without configuring them after the AI regulations were put into place. Wow, we get into AI. Boy, Gege, I'm dropping all this new shit on y'all. We talked about quarantine in this chapter, AI, aliens, memory, education system. Well, not really education system. Well, kind of. We touched base on a lot of shit. They should really start keeping paper records again, you know. The aliens, they call themselves Simurians. Hang on, you're just going to keep going with the premise that aliens are actually real? Huh? Is that where I have to begin? You really are stupid, aren't you? Can I punch him? And here I thought you were Jujutsu sorcerers. You work with the paranormal every day, but at the same time, you're denying the paranormal? For real, what's wrong with you? Seiko Ayase? We just want, if you know, you know. We just want some kind of confirmation that aliens really have come to Earth. That's all. There's a mothership containing 50,000 Simurians floating above the country as we speak. 50. Damn, that's enough to basically fill Koshien Stadium to capacity. How the hell could a spaceship that big be floating above us with nobody noticing? I don't really know if that's a... You shouldn't even ask it like that. He asked it as if it was like an impossible thing. You should have asked like, damn, what kind of technology do they have for us to not notice? That's a better question. See, these teenagers, man, I think that's kind of just showing us like, is it the right thing to task them with this or not? Hey, y'all definitely need to task a whole fucking team, because why y'all got two? I know they're trying to do this whole diplomatic thing and not trying to start a war, so they're not trying to get other people involved. But when the war is here, yeah, we got to get a lot of people involved. Okay, a barrier technique like a curtain, I'm sure, or it could be some advanced alien tech we don't know about yet. Either way, they travel through the space to get here. If all 50,000 of them can use Jujutsu, how the hell we deal with them exactly? We can probably be self-efficient on that ship to an extent, but they'll hit a limit at some point. They can probably be self-sufficient. So supplies got to be brought in before that happens. Yeah, that's why I was literally thinking about that. Supplies. Going back to the Revolutionary War, now I'm going to show you guys my history. You know, the Revolutionary War, one of the biggest reasons why we even won is because we were stealing cannons, stealing resources, stealing intel, talking to people behind their back, and also the supplies for you know, for Britain to send shit over. Obviously, they had to send a whole bunch of troops and supplies and all that shit, but we were at home court advantage, so we didn't have to keep waiting for shit to come in. We could just make it, so that kind of helped us a lot. So yeah, and it's happening tomorrow at 8 p.m. at the Kurumayama Highlands in Nagano Prefecture. Is that a door in the sky? If the barrier technique's visual effects are making the spaceship invisible, then it might weaken just enough for a sorcerer to catch a glimpse of the ship while supplies are being loaded. You know what? The more and more I'm thinking about that I mentioned earlier about Tengen, I think Tengen might probably actually be somebody from space. Because think about what Tengen was supposed to hold this whole barrier, hold all this shit together, the world together. And I don't know, that seemed very alien-like or something beyond just humans. I wonder what happened there. I think there is a link there. And even with Sukuna as well, being the Fallen, I don't know if that meant that or not, but I could damn sure say Tengen has some alien, something. That's why I wonder if we're going to get a prequel eventually. I wonder if Gege is thinking about doing a prequel, and I also wonder if he's going to do a sequel from the mainline series from what happened after that paranormal, that treaty shit that happened 62 years ago. You should go there and see it for yourself. What about the explosive? It's all good now. He was awfully cooperative. Might seem like cooperation to us, but to the higher-ups who are controlling the intel is basically treason and rebellion. You know what happens to curse users who commit serious crimes. He probably just wants to cause a commotion so he can try to escape without anyone noticing. Pisses me off. What happens to sorcerers who commit serious crimes? Because y'all need them. What did they... I mean, I'm not saying, like, obviously people could do some crazy shit, so they gotta receive the punishment, but still, y'all need them. Alright, so Kurumayama Highlands, Nagano Prefecture. So we're here. But the chapter probably about to end soon. So damn humid even at night. Hey, I know we decided to aim for the top of the mountain on the wind, but couldn't the ship also be at the base of it? We're talking about a spaceship in a mountain here. Obviously we go up. Are you for real? The ring. I'm not giving it back. 3 clans treated Granny like she was some kind of failure, but she never gave up and shut them up with her true power. Shut them up. Wasn't it more like she massacred her entire clan? Right. This crazy that we're getting this talk right here. Never would have thought. I mean, but you still give it to your sister. Your sister's the one that Yuta literally personally entrusted it to her. If anything, I mean, I know he's not a part of the 3 clans, but he is still related to Gojo distant wise. You would think that Gojo would probably be like, oh yeah, Yuta, you can have that. If that was like a thing, like it has to go back to the clans. If Gojo was alive, I think he wouldn't give a fuck. And I want to be just as powerful. I feel like we're both chasing after our own ideas of the truth. I wanted him to give me back the ring the whole time, and Sukudi's always wanted to give it back to me. Isn't that why we wanted to get stronger? That boy Yuta. No, that's not all. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? The fucking sky just cracked. I don't know what I'm looking at. Is that a pillar that came from the sky? It looked like it. Oh, it looked like it is. Damn, aliens really are here. So this is a special grade case that's on par with Ryoma and Sukuna, huh? Grandpa, Granny, and the others were able to defeat Ryoma and Sukuna. I don't know why the aliens came to Earth, but no matter what happens, it's up to us, the Jujutsu sorcerers, to take care of it. Yep, that's what the treaty says. But Grandpa and Granny are both gone, and we won't stand a chance the way we are now. I have to be just like, I want to be just like Maki Zenin and Yuta Akotsu. I would say it's a little corny, but they're kids. It works. They want to be like their grandparents. It makes sense. Cross, it's been a while. Modu, go back and stay with the Earthling sorcerers. Sure, but is it really that? But is that really necessary? What? I mean, isn't it obvious by now that the Earthlings are just like us Simurians? There are good people and bad people here too. But unless our ideas of what's good and bad are the same, it's meaningless. They are the same. That's not for you to decide. It seems that our opinions are split on the matter between conflict and coexistence. No, conflict is wrong. So they got their little beef. Well, we already know that, obviously, but very different ideologies. If that's what you think, then spend more time with the Earthling sorcerers and present your evidence for consideration. That's your job right now as a warrior. Aren't you going back to the ship? I have my own job too. Cross, if you're not going back to the ship, then can we have breakfast together tomorrow? The sorcerer showed me all kinds of stuff, and the food in this country is really good. I'm busy. They gonna link up at some point. I do really wonder if there's supposed to be like a reincarnation, even if it's just narratively or if it's like just metaphorically, of like Sukuna and his alleged twin from birth. I wonder if that, if it's a play on that, while Suguri and Yuka are more like Yuta and Maki. And then we got Yuji. If Yuji's still alive, I'm sure he probably is still alive, and him meeting that'll be interesting, just seeing him in the middle of this this melting pot. Be in charge. Please try again, B. Huh? Oh right, I didn't come with my student pass this time. What are you doing? I guess I gotta relink it. Yuka, go on without me. Hey Maru, what you doing? Uh-oh, wrong person, huh? If you hang out up here, people would think you're gonna jump and call the cops on you. Plus it's trespassing. Don't you have rules like that on your planet? Shut up. Don't talk to me. What the hell is his problem? Nah, wrong person. Wrong person indeed. Or was it him and he was just mad at his brother right there? I can't tell. I'm busy. Because we don't see who exactly will. Wait, let me look at the drip again. They got the same exact drip. Oh no, I think that is his brother. Yeah. Because Madu has the headband on his head and his brother has just a ponytail. So yeah, it's his brother. Interesting, okay. Just like chapter 1 to me, like I have the same feelings for it. I feel like I like how Gege is building off of some unresolved plot points that he did not finish in the mainline series, and I think that is a problem. He should have did it there, because I know a lot of people won't tune in for this, no matter what. A lot of people will, but not everybody will. So, but I do like where it's going, and I really am interested in see how these character dynamics keep on going, and how the fuck do they even combat this? Because we know good and goddamn well the war will be coming. What the fuck do we have? I'm very sure we're going to get other sorcerers that are going to pop up. maybe cursed spirits that can help us. Can somebody control them? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Who has the 6 eye? I mean, not the 6 eyes. The 10 shadows. I questioned the 6 eyes last chapter. I feel like there's somebody in the Gojo clan that has the 6 eyes right now. That's probably going to be a. When I say this comparison, don't think I'm comparing him like literally. No, he might be like a Naoya type, kind of, where he's like he will be an antagonist for us, but he'll probably end up being obviously on our side in the war. Because the whole thing with the ring, I think there's gonna be some beef there with him. But for the 10 shadows, I wonder if there is anybody that has the 10 shadows that does exist now, that's out there. I don't know. We'll see. But nonetheless, though, this is a solid chapter. I am very intrigued to see what the next chapter is going to be looking like and what other characters we're going to meet. That's what I'm really most anticipated for, is other characters that will come back and whatnot. But let me know what you guys think about my theory about Tengen potentially being from the Simurians originally, and he came on Earth, and that's why he has the role that he had, and the whole star plasma vessel and all that. Because that really makes me think that we will be getting a prequel one day. Because if Tengen actually is from them, I think Gege would have to. Because then that we question about Kenjaku, right? Kenjaku, he called Tengen his old friend. We didn't get no more elaboration on that. So we know that he was friends with him. Maybe that was the first human that he came into contact with. Who knows? I don't know. And then Sukuna and everybody else in the Golden Age, who knows, right? But yeah. Let me know down below what you guys think about this chapter, my reaction, all that good stuff. I've been all over the place today. That's why I was going on tangents and reading all off and all that. So my bad. But we are here with this. I'm going to be here every week with this manga. And yeah, we're just going to have fun. So that being said, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys on the next video. And peace.